So Margs, owner, co-owner, Pengame Empire, he's got a lot to say. He's done his podcast, he's not keeping quiet, and he's got a lot to say. So let's get into this. Obviously, look, Pengame a couple days ago has just said, look, we don't condone Ginger J's behavior where we have to cut ways. Now, there's obviously a few creators online that is saying, look, like, this is not on, this is not right. We understand that he's done wrong, but come on, bro. What's going on here? Let's get into this and let me break this down.
But really understand the reason for the outrage, because you're saying stuff like, oh, I get it. It's like, oh, you can't have a preference, or don't talk about black women's hair, and it's kind of like trivializing, like, actually, like, what happens. I don't know whether you really do understand it or not. So for someone like me watching it, yeah, for me being his employer, yeah, and someone that's associated with him, yeah, I'm looking at that, and it's totally different things that I'm looking at. It's not a case of just because he's got a preference or because he mentions black women's hair. There's lots of stuff that...
Pay attention, Mark said, me being his employer. You get me? And give you a backstory. If anyone's watching this video, they don't know. I'm sure most of you, or 99% of you, know what happened regarding Ginger J, back chat. Obviously, he just exploded. Like, he wasn't internet ready, he exploded, and it's gone so viral. It's caused, there was always a divide in our community, but it's caused even more of a divide, you get me? And it's a topic for discussion. So, yeah.
That you need to unpack in that video. There's lots of questions that he made. I left with more questions than answers. You know what I'm saying? He said his preference. He said, this is why I don't like black girl. He said, why? Then he said, because you can't put you in your place. He said, you think you're a man, I can't put you in your place. So then now that makes me start saying, well, so you enjoy putting women in their place. So what's going on? What are you doing in your spare time? Oh, so you only like girl that you can bad up. You don't want these black girls because you can't bad them up. That is crazy to even say out your mouth.
Yes.
So again, so I'm looking at that, I'm saying that's mad to me. Yeah.
Yes.
1 second, let me keep going. 1 second, wait.
I had an opportunity to talk.
Yeah, so I'm saying this is wild. Again, it comes to protecting women. It's not about black women, it's any woman.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta understand this, guys, yeah? See, for me personally, see anyone that I see, friend circle, I see putting their hands on women, you have to be dropped out. It doesn't matter how close I am with you, down the line, I have to distance myself. You see, they're putting your hands on women alone. I'm not saying Ginger J is that, but what Margs is breaking down, and he's just saying, bro, put in your place. Like, what's going on here? I don't get it. Do you know what I mean?
Because you're more only comfortable where you can bad them up. This is dangerous territory we're going there. Again, I don't want to be associated with that. You know what I'm trying to say? Fine. You don't really understand the reason for the outrage, because you're saying then the woman triggered you, the girl triggered you, and then you lent into it, yeah? So at the point when you was angry, where you stood up, you're showing aggression, and you're a man at the end of the day, and you attacked this woman personally. You would, all that vim that you had, you put it to her, and it wasn't the whole group, and you wasn't just generalizing, you was on this gal, and when you're telling her with...
And this is where everyone goes wrong. I've given you a full breakdown with Ginger J and where it started, the trauma, but this is where everyone goes wrong, especially the guys and some women as well, because they say he was provoked. Yes, he was provoked, but he wasn't provoked to react that way. He absolutely had the AK-47 and just went berserk, bro. Like, he went on a suicide mission. Like, all right. He just went from 0 to 100 to 1,000 to 100,000. That was it. You get me? And you got to understand, we live in a space, yeah? And this is what makes me even be proud of myself of being internet ready, because I can absolutely go berserk every single day with people trolling me every single day, but I don't. I've got a man that looks like Young Thug that has a nose ring in his, you get me? So you're going to slap me. I have to be internet ready and reply to that accordingly. Now, I could just go berserk and just start going nuts, but I don't. So come on, man. We can't keep on saying he was provoked, because it doesn't warrant the aggression to be provoked like that. At the same time, I support Ginger J, and I will always speak. I don't. So I will support Ginger J after this. He's been dropped from here. I'm willing to support him to help him get to where he gets to. Simple, bro. He takes accountability of where he's gone wrong, no problem.
With all that aggression to take off your wig and take off your lashes and be diminishing and degrading to her and all that. You're saying all these stuff in a degrading manner. None of that stuff's cool to deal with women like that. Again, forget even black women, but it's women in general. You shouldn't even be dealing with women like that. Yeah. But then you're using her like stuff that are culturally part of what we do in her blackness to offend her. Telling her, take her lashes off, take your wig off, take your makeup off, and I'm going to bring in my natural 10 out of 10 Indian gal hair. All this stuff is crazy, bro. Like, it's crazy to watch. I don't want to be associated with that. You know what I'm trying to say? So you man asking what the big deal.
I remember, you see the aftermath as well. People's been racist after that. Since this is why it's caused a massive divide, because people's been racist on the back of this as well. So
it's because you don't care, because you don't feel that way. Again, or you're not having conversations. You don't have a presence of black women in your life to be having the right conversation with people. Because anywhere I go is what I'm going to be doing. I've got a duty of care to support black women, from my mum, my sister, my cousins, my aunties. Like I said, I've got staff that are black women, people that work. There's Pengame girls that rap that are black women, and people that I work with, from Esther, then the women Trigger, to Hema, to me, to Koi, to Gina. There's so much going on. I shouldn't have to explain why it's important. But if it don't fall into your wheelhouse, it's literally because you don't care.
And what I will say on this one, guys, who remembers this?
Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay?
Remember that, yeah? This was like the #1 CEO of $1 billion company, and he got caught out for having an affair. On the back of that, what did he have to do? He had to step down. He had to step down from his role at immediate effect because of the company, the greater good of building the company. Now, I'm sure Margs, Pengame, whatnot, Ginger J, he had a great opportunity to grow with Pengame. Like, I'm sure he had a great opportunity. Obviously, we got the brother Rage. You know me, I always support our own. I support creators that's coming up. So I always like to give. So make sure you don't subscribe to Rage's YouTube. But he said a good point, so let me play it.
I'm also making posts and talking on certain topics and certain subjects. And I'm just happy that I've got certain...
Wait, hold on. Let me come out of this and go again. One sec.
To explain why it's important. But if it don't fall into your wheelhouse, it's literally because you don't care.
So we can all agree that Ginger's behavior became a bit excessive, and his delivery also became a bit condescending. Like, let's agree with that, and let's put that to the side, because I'm not here to discuss.
We can't. My brother, he absolutely crashed out. He absolutely, he had like the nuclear, and he's like, yo, it's done, yeah, not a bit, let's not water it down. We know. Don't worry, I'm trying to get Ginger J back, but it was, he crashed out so badly, yeah. The reaction is warranted why everyone's reacting like that. That's how bad he crashed out.
Discuss all the things he said and all the things he didn't say. Margs, I understand that you have a duty of care to support black women. We all have that duty to protect, to guide, to, be there for all our women. We also have that same duty to protect, guide, and guard our brothers. You understand what I'm saying? And I understand that Pengame is your business, is your platform, you've built it up, and all of these things, and you got certain rules and regulations that you need to abide by, and certain things, and you can run the platform however you want to run the platform. Like, you can fire everyone and hire all new staff if you want to. Like, I'm not arguing with that. I get it. It's your platform. You can do whatever you want to do. But I just want to touch on the topic of brotherhood, because I'll be honest, I've never sat down and watched.
Sorry, I'm going to listen to this, but there's no brotherhood if you've done something outrageous and the company, multi-million-pound company, is damaging the brand, and you've done something personally, and not once, because we ain't forgetting that Pengame can't perform, or they can't do what they're doing in Box Park because of Ginger J's madness with the lady. Now, obviously, Ginger J said that obviously they're allowed back in Box Park, but that's one of the reasons why Pengame is not there no more. So let's not go on like, let's not do the brotherhood stuff. We understand. We do understand, but a business that is grown, that people's families are getting fed, and the impact of what it's doing. Pengame is, bro, Pengame is so big, it's outside the culture, bro. It's part of the 97%. It's not in, like, the culture didn't watch Pengame. The culture don't watch Pengame. Pengame's mad successful because the UK watches Pengame. Understand what I'm saying here. Understand it. So they've managed to get outside of the culture. Now, if something crazy has happened, even myself or anything, yeah, and I'm attached to a brand, you have to step down. I'm gonna play this again, just so we're aware. You understand what these corporates do.
Yeah.
You have to look at things like this.
Oh, look at these two. All right.
I will say it again to you. This guy is a number one in a multi-billion-dollar company. He's had to step down on the back of that. So what Ginger J has done is times 1,000, my brother. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's times 1,000. So we have to understand this, guys. We have to understand business. We have to. It's so easy to speak when no one runs multi-million-pound businesses or no one knows that what it can do for the business or the sponsorship or whatever. It's so easy to say things. You get me? But yeah.
The whole episode of Pengame, because me personally, I'm just not really into rap battles and all of these things.
That's the thing. Do you know why you don't watch a whole episode of Pengame? Because, my bro, your culture. This thing's not culture. This thing is culture, but it's bigger than culture because it made it outside the culture. And that's why it's now, remember, you see all the other stuff that's in the culture, it has a ceiling, bro. It has that ceiling. So if you get cancelled in culture, you're cancelled. When something's bigger than culture, it's like myself, I'm bigger than culture. I'm like, when I say I'm bigger than culture, I mean like I'm part of culture, but what I'm doing, I touch people that's not in our culture. So the culture can have an uproar, but this thing's bigger than it, bro. It can't be stopped. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
So I've never sat down and watched a whole show, but I've definitely seen loads of clips of the Pengame because clips have gone viral loads of time. And every single time I've seen Pengame, it's Ginger J on that stage and Margs on that stage.
Correct.
Side by side, controlling the show. You know what I'm saying? Which that's how the show is, and that's how it goes. Is you and your co-host. So I think it's fair to say that there is a friendship there between the two of you.
Yeah.
Now, if my brother just straight outright disrespects me, deals with me bad in a way, rated, and I get it, I'll come up like we're not dogs no more. It's cool. You're gone. Do your own thing. But if my brother goes out into the world and acts a certain type of way and says certain things and makes a few statements that upsets a whole load of people, I'm going to say, my brother, come, sit down beside me. Like, my brother, take a seat. Let's talk about this because we need to get through this to help you understand. I'm going to say, let me show you your actions and break it down to you and explain how you may have went wrong and how we can rectify this to.
But we need to understand this, guys, man. We need to stop pushing this brother talk, man. Like, bro, where do they even know each other from, bro? They know each other from social media. Like, you get me? Mime as a personality, they're not, bro. Ginger J's not from London Fields. It's not a local young G that he helped bring up or whatnot. Do you get me? And if Margs said something crazy like this, him being the owner of his company and whatnot, I would, as a businessman, I would like to think he would be stepping down for the greater good of his empire, bro. But what I realize is not many people has ever run a business, so they will never be able to fathom the stuff that I'm saying here. It will just, they don't see logics. They don't understand what I'm saying here. Do you get it? I'm not talking about rage. This is man's brother here.
Prevent it happening again in the future. You know what I'm saying? So you don't end up in the same place over and over again. Let's break down and understand how certain comments and actions may be deemed as damaging to the community. Like, let's acknowledge that we're public figures, innit? We're in the public eye. And a lot of the things that we say and our choice of words may allow others to think that it's okay for them to also go out in public places and carry out these same damaging actions. These are the conversations that we need to have.
He probably has. And they probably had that conversation when they flipping got kicked out of Pengame and they moved on from it. Can't we see these things, bro? Like, do you know what I mean? We don't see these things. Obviously, Margs is going to say what he's saying. He does podcasting, bro. Why is he going to not say that, bro? If he's like, bro, come on, man. We need to stand. We need to speak. No, I don't think Margs is kicking a man down or there's a mad hate, but come on, bro. Like, do you know what I mean?
These are the conversations that need to be had because if I do something and I believe I've done no wrong, then there's nothing for me to learn. Then what stops me from going out into the public and reenacting these same actions?
Nothing stops you, bro. But, bro, people have to take that accountability. Man's here to support Ginger J. He's got my support. But at the same time, still has to take accountability, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, get me. But anyway, on the flip side, obviously there's still people that's from Pengame and whatnot, and they got a lot to say, and this is what the brother has to say. You get me?
Talk about Ginger J, cause I got some things to say. Fuck cancel culture, so much vultures on the Insta page, Twitter page, hypocrites that think their shit don't stink, but hey, I keep seeing the same shit, just a different day. And look, I get that a lot of people might feel away, and it's more than clear he needs to heal his pain. Even with this non-biased take, I bet money that you might feel disdained. I pray they let me landlord like real estate. Now Ginger got some points, but he was wrapped in emotions. And let's not act like they didn't provoke him. Same way what he complained about is traits that he's showing. All that screaming and that shouting and him losing composure. People.
And that's where he went wrong, bro. Losing composure. Screaming, shouting, aggression and whatnot. Because if he actually said something, yeah, and he ran the same banter in a jokey way, like him being a comedian or boom, 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 or whatever, I don't think it would have the same effect in terms of it going viral like that. But it was actually the crash out, the C4, bro. The C4, Aki. The C4 crash out was crazy.
Ain't trying to hear him now, he's smoothing it over. I don't agree with him, but I don't disapprove of his motives. I get what he was trying to say, but it'll be stupid to quote him. As ugly as this was, it was a beautiful moment. Cause look, why are queens wearing Indian hair? And why's the money going straight to the Asian owners? No disrespect to the Asians, cause you shouldn't care. You need to feed your family and you do it for my culture. It's more my peeps I got a problem with. If we cancel Jay, cancel every rapper, including myself, for our misogynist bars. We're God sent, but we're not up to par with our ancestors. We're moving like...
I always think it's the way you say things, isn't it? You get me? It's the way you say things. I don't think anyone can be cancelled unless you're a paedophile, bro. I'll be honest with you. I don't think Ginger J is cancelled. He might be cancelled in the culture, but he was never a part of the culture. Pengame, the people that are running Pengame are culture, but the actual business model is not part of the culture. That's why it won't go down. It's part of the 97%, and you always want to have a business model part of the 97% and not the 3% of the culture, because the culture, bro, we love the culture, but the culture, this is the culture, bro, where it's like, do you know what I mean, bro? We're in the battlefields, bro, with each other. So
the opposite, dog. Back to the Indian hair. I remember times when black girls were made fun of. I'm talking when we're younger, and then we fucking wonder why they westernize their features even in our mothers. We need to love each other. Fuck the cover of Vogue or any westernized beauty standard that they've been dropping on us. Us black men need the back of women and huddle up, but how the fuck can we do that after killing one another? How the fuck can we love if we don't love each other? Now black women got some masculine traits, and that's a fact, but it's not because they're black, it's due to the absence.
And the brother here is talking his thing. Now, the way he's saying it, he's listening to it, he's taking it in. He's got a lot of sisters that are obviously, get me, I respect this so much. You got sisters saying this is so weird. You got people like, do you know what I mean? But he's not going to get cancelled for saying it in this way.
Sense of the dad, so their mum was the man, and that trait was passed down to their grandkids, which is us. And us men are also feminine too. Don't think that you're a man cause of that gang shit. Swinging your shank and go in jail over a verbal dispute. It's cause emotional control, you lack it. This is my canvas and I'ma paint my art, and I'ma play my part, but I ain't no savior, dog. I crack inappropriate jokes on podcasts. Truthfully, you can kiss my ass. I know God sees me and everything in my heart. I get why Pengame dropped him, and yo, big up Margs. But Ginger J's been a prominent figure from the start.
And he's still a prominent figure, but for damage control and for the greater good of a multi-million-pound company, bro, he has to go. He has to go. Understand this, guys. Stop, bro. Like, when you build a business, bro, and someone that is attached to your business and something's going so crazy, you have to step down, bro. You have to step down. You have to step down. Stop saying all of this, guys. You lot need to understand this. That understand business. When you own a business, please understand this, bro. Ain't no one paying your bills, Aki, man. Come on, man. Come on, guys, please.
Got triggered, they joked about women in his past that cheated on him and Ginger reacted way too harsh. We've all said cancelable things, but off camera. And if nothing that you say is cancelable, you're the cancer. Cause that means you agree with the views of society, and society is ruled and built up from their satanic higher-ups. Don't get me fired up and start talking about how they hire us black entertainers to destroy ourselves and supply enough niggas to put in prison so they make money in spite of us. They own the jail systems. It's not just about dividing us, but let me quiet down. It's not like we're gonna riot cause they silenced us. We're violent but to ourselves, and that's why we're fucked. So let's not cancel them. Let's cancel Jay. Even if he rides with us, he mentioned fake wigs. Let's cancel him. He's the final boss, right?
Powerful, man. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Who's right? Who's in the wrong? Do you think that Margs is in the wrong for basically parting ways? Do you think Margs is in the wrong for basically saying on the podcast you shouldn't be doing this, that, or do you think he's in the right? What do you feel like needs to happen next with Ginger J? Yeah, man, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Peace.